Shalom, family. Good to see everybody here. Hope everybody is doing well. We're going to look at a bunch of videos. And in these videos, you're going to see quite a few people talk about the American dream. With everything that has happened with our people, they wouldn't allow us to enjoy the American dream, but everybody else up in here could, including immigrants. They even allowed them to come up here and enjoy all the perks and free money and paid for hotel rooms and stuff. They gave them an American dream over us. So when you see these videos and see how much sorrow these folks are feeling, only if they would have had just an inkling of compassion for us, you know? And don't forget to come back to my live stream at 6:45. I'm going to be going over the National Archive, and Trump and Elon done got a hold of it, and they're already trying to erase our history. So Donald Trump wants to create a history that MAGA can be comfortable with, which in my opinion, they should just go ahead and close the place down, because you're not going to attract the public with all white history. Nobody is going to go to see that. There is no one that's going to get in their car or fly on a plane to look at everything in the archive that's all white. You must just go ahead and close it down. That's not going to attract flies. So, anyway, let's get to this. Now, I'm going to put it on the screen, and unfortunately, the way they got this thing set up, it automatically jumps on and play, but I'll stop it because I want to make sure everybody can see the screen. Okay. Please give me a 1 if you can see my screen. Please give me a 1 if you can see my screen. Thank you. All right, y'all. Let's do it.
My mom just got deported. My mom just got deported. It's so not fair. It's so not fair. She's literally not a criminal. Like, she's literally just paid her taxes. She's literally just... We're not safe. No one's safe. Please. Hug your loved ones, please.
So we can all probably easily agree on the fact that the American dream as it was sold to us is dead. And the reason why I say that is my idea of the American dream is to be able to afford things on an average salary with one income in the household and be able to save money while you're paying for everything else, to be able to retire at an age that's reasonable so you can enjoy the rest of your life without having to, work 40 hours a week when you're over 60 years old. I think that's ridiculous. Now, what we're seeing is there's dual income houses, right? Most houses now have both spouses working, and the retirement age just keeps going up, and savings aren't going up. The amount of money that people are saving is not increasing. The amount that you have to spend to live has increased so much. In 1980, you could buy a house for $50,000. Now the average home price is over $400,000. And that is insane to me because the wages have not increased with the cost increase. So the American dream now is you work, your partner works, and you retire over the age of 70. Great dream. Live the dream.
I'm sorry, but the American dream never fucking existed. Like, what? Your dream is to work until you are 65 and decrepit and not be able to make ends meet the entire time? Like, I'm sorry, but that just does not sound remotely appealing to me. It's not even about the dream anymore. Like, people are literally just trying to afford living in America. And here's the thing. If you are working for America, you will never be able to live your dream life in America. And I know that most of you have probably already scrolled by now because you don't think it's possible to live in America without working for America. I was a server at the beginning of 2023. I quit my serving job. I started affiliate and digital marketing in April of 2023 and have now made almost $300,000 working online, and none of that came from my serving job. So if you are genuinely interested in working for yourself, starting an online business, check out the roadmap. It's at the top of my page. It literally shows you everything that you need to know to make money online, to start digital marketing. But I promise your dreams are so much more achievable than you think they are, but you're probably not going to reach very many of them by living that American dream life.
I'm just going to say it because nobody else is saying it, even though we're all thinking it. The American dream is to leave America. I traveled the world for 6 months straight by myself. 4 months in Asia, 2 months in Europe. And no, don't come at me. I've been on my own since I was 18 years old. And yes, of course, I'm blessed to be an American. I'm blessed to have a strong passport. And I'm blessed that I've been able to start my own business and travel the world. But I'm telling you, I've been home for over a year now. There's not one city in the United States that makes my soul feel alive, that makes me feel like I have community, that makes me feel like people are loving and respectful and not divided and judgmental. It's toxic here. We have no love here. People literally think that I'm the crazy one. And I'm like, you guys, we're falling apart. I find so much more love and so much more support, so much more community in Bali. I'm in Spain. When I'm in Italy. When I'm in Thailand. I've traveled to 10 different countries by myself. I'm telling you, being here will strip your soul. I say this because I want to see if anyone else is feeling this way. And if you need help, like I want to get out as well and I need direction to make money online and support myself financially abroad, please contact me. I'm a business coach. I can help you.
You've been lied to about the United States your whole entire life. And that's if you live here or if you live in another country. We've pledged allegiance to a country who does not give a shit about us. And everybody across the world has been fed the idea that America is the land of opportunity. And although that might have been true at one point, it is no longer the truth for the average everyday American. I've made so many videos about this, and I trust what the people are saying that are living in this country right now and struggling. I don't trust skewed statistics from a government who wants us to think that we're doing great. Most people are having a very hard time making money. It is extremely hard to find a job. If you can find a job, it's usually a low-paying job. Jobs that used to pay really great do not pay that anymore. People have gone to school for careers that they are not moving up in their career because there's just no place to move. People are just paying their very basic bills, if they can even pay those, so people's credit scores are just tanking. The rate of vehicle repossessions is up 20%. And again, all of those statistics are always skewed. Mortgage delinquencies are skyrocketing. Many people have no savings, and if they did at one point, it's gone. Many people have absolutely no health insurance, but if they do, it's extremely high prices for extremely low coverage. In 2022, over 44 million people were food insecure. We know that that number is extremely high now, way higher than 44 million. Homeless rates are up 12% from their already high rates. The number is that 653,000 people in the United States are homeless right now, but again, we know that the number's higher. And this is because we have that housing crisis where people cannot qualify for loans, people cannot afford them. So therefore they cannot buy houses, or if they have houses, they're losing them. Or they're on the brink of that happening because they're living paycheck to paycheck. One emergency could be you losing your house. So then people turn to renting, but the problem is there's not enough houses to rent, or they are too expensive to rent. Unaffordability is affecting us in every sector, and there's way more than what I could even say in a TikTok video. And when I make videos like this, people say I'm a fear-mongerer. And that word is for somebody who likes to close their eyes and pretend like nothing is happening. But because of people like that use that word, that feel like that, that's why the government has been able to pull the wool over everybody's eyes for a very long time. Because in their eyes, it just simply cannot be that bad. But it is.
I am so tired of feeling helpless as a parent. Yes, my kids are grown adults. My oldest is 28, my youngest is 25. And I thought by teaching them what I learned, which is you work hard, you get a good job, you're going to get the things in life that you need, right? Worked for me, why wouldn't it work for them? Because it doesn't. Because the world has fucking changed, all right? And now I feel like I see them struggling. And before my generation comes at me, yes, I understand struggling is a part of life. We all struggled. But there's a difference between struggling and drowning. All right? So we struggled and it was tough. But you know what? We made it. We knew there was a light at the end of the tunnel with our struggle. It seems like kids today, no matter how much they struggle, they just get further and further down the water into the drowning point. All right? When I was their age, I was making less than $10 an hour. And I can afford to live on my own. Now you have to be making six-figure salary to get a decent, tiny little place to live. So what the fuck is going on, and how do we help them as parents? I told my son, all you have to do is work hard, go to college, or join the military like I did. He went to college, got his degree, got a full-time job. He moved back in with me right when he graduated from college because he said, hey, Mom, as soon as I get a job, which was within 2 weeks of him getting out of college, maybe take me 2 months and I'll save up enough money for me to move out. Okay, cool. It's been 10 months. He has saved almost every dime and still can't afford to live. Why are one-bedroom studio apartments almost $2,000 a month? Why? Like, I just don't get it. So I don't even think that there's even classes anymore. There used to be
upper class, middle class, lower class. It's literally turning into the ultra wealthy, and then everybody else is just poor. Like, that's what is happening. And then I told him, hey, when you turn 25, at least your car insurance will go down. Hell no, he turned 25 and his car insurance went up $150. I tell him, if you need health insurance, get a good job. He has health insurance. He has had a medical emergency this week. Had to go to emergency room twice. He had to go to the emergency room because he couldn't get anybody to see him with the health insurance that he had. Right? So he had to go to an emergency room. Now he's out money for that too. It seems like you can never get ahead. And then my daughter, I told her all you have to do, because she wanted to buy her own house. My daughter worked 6 days a week, 12 hours a day to save up enough for this down payment. Finally got this house. She's paying double what I'm paying for my mortgage, but her loan was the same amount. And then her mortgage company, after she's already moved in, said, oh, by the way, we forgot to tell you that you need this type of coverage, which we forgot in the beginning. That's an extra $200 you've been paying a month. And all they see when they come home is they watch social media, kids their age on lavish vacations with all this money and nothing to do, all these social media influencers, because we value those types of things over hard workers. We will pay them $10,000, but you work 40 hours a week, you can't afford it.
I'm getting so much hate on my pinned TikTok about not being able to afford life currently, and a lot of people are commenting saying, like, I'm only in my 20s, and, like, what did I expect? I shouldn't expect to be instantly successful, and I need time to build experience and connections and things like that, which I completely understand. What I'm saying is my generation is facing insane tax rates. Like, they're gonna take away Social Security by the time I'm 70. I'm literally working with no incentive. I'm gonna be working until I'm fucking dead, basically. For what? I still can't afford anything, and we're literally about to go into World War III. How do you expect me to go to work every day with a smile on my fucking face, want to build connections, build experience, when I'm scared that we're gonna get fucking taken over or invaded or anything like that, throwing millions of dollars to Ukraine when I can't even afford a box of fucking cereal for breakfast? What do you expect me to do?
Today I found out that I lost my job. Ever since Donald Trump became president, he was making everyone lose their jobs. And today, I found out it was me. I was one of the thousands and thousands of people who lost their jobs. I was doing a study, a federal granted job. I was doing the study for wheels. Yes, wheels. If, in fact, the wheels on the bus go round and round. And we almost had an answer. But my federal funds were cut. And we'll never know. What I'm going to do is try to post for that other job. It's still out there posted. It's a study of fish and aquatic life. And if fish actually shit in the water, that seems like a good study and a good job. And we'll see. I'm going to go and apply for it.
For the last 5 years, I've invested my whole life into finding out if, in fact, the early bird does get the worm. And now because of Trump, I'm out of a job. I voted myself into unemployment.
But I need to get this off my chest. Today is the first day that I regret voting for Donald Trump.
I messed up. As a Hispanic, I voted for Donald J. Trump because I thought he was going to deliver on his promises. And now I quickly realized that I have to FAFO, and the whole country will have to FAFO. And it's just ridiculous about what's going on right now. I sincerely apologize.
So I'm still upset about my vote for Donald Trump. Everybody knows I got fired from the research and development that I was doing.
I voted for Donald Trump, and now I regret it because now, since Elon Musk took over, I lost my job. This last night in the hotel. I was ahead of the...
I never thought this day would come. Well, I'm gonna regret what I did. I really regret voting for this guy. I'm working on this program for the sound power phones batteries. We're researching these batteries for these sound power phones, and they cut off our funding.
I regret voting for Trump. I didn't think I was going to actually say this out loud so fast too, right? But I voted for Trump and I regret it. So many people are losing their jobs. So many of my friends. I just lost my job too. I worked in this experimental department called Folding Hard Taco.
It took my wife.
This man who wished not to be identified says his wife is from Venezuela and has lived in the United States for a few years. She was one of 3 people taken from this home. I'm told the 2 others were men who worked in construction. You see them here. This video, only 1 minute and 52 seconds long, we do not see his wife being removed from the home. But this is a picture of her that he keeps in his wallet. Her name is Vianis Ramirez, and he says she was in the process of becoming a United States citizen.
She already had a court date. She was good. Everything's good. He just came in and snatched her.
Okay, story time. So I lost my job. I can't believe I'm sharing this with you guys on here. But yes, I lost my job, and it was because of Trump. All because of Trump. I got too comfortable here in this office, way too comfortable, that I spent over $3,000 on toilet paper. I just didn't think that, you know, things were going to go back to normal and they were going to fire people left and right because of this. Am I the only one suffering from this? Please tell me no. Like, I knew I went too far when I went to Costco and financed a whole pallet of hand sanitizers too. It was for 72 months, low interest rate, financed for 72 months. And now they're telling me, we no longer need you. So thank you, Trump. Thank you very much. If anyone knows of a job out there, let me know if they're hiring.
Well, you guys, it happened. Lost my job today after 13 years. Never thought a president could affect me this much. Never. Donald Trump. Guess now we'll never know how many licks it takes to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop roll. Fuck!
It's time to make being a billionaire illegal. It's time to make being a 500 millionaire illegal. I don't want the American dream anymore. I don't want it. I dream of community. I dream of healthcare. I dream of education. I dream of firefighters showing up every time on time. That they don't have to stretch themselves thin. That we have all the community that we need to protect each other. Make being a billionaire illegal. We don't want it anymore. It's done.
This is my first post ever to the TikTok platform. I watch, I repost, I listen, and I'm an American citizen that is fucking fed up. We have no money. We can't afford shit. We have no option. We are literally building an empire for fucking elite rich people. I work with people every day who have degrees, who went to college, who specialize in what they do, and they make $15 to $19 an hour. $15 to $19 fucking dollars an hour. I have no time with my kids because I have shit to do on the weekends for supplemental income because my one fucking job won't pay for my tiny ass fucking house that costs next to nothing. I cannot afford to go fucking rent anything because I have 3 kids. So a 4-bedroom house is $2,400 median a month. I'm a fucking American citizen. I pay taxes. I bust my ass. I did everything I was told to fucking do. Everything. Everything. AI replaces our fucking jobs. So you can't go to a factory like a General Motors place and make money anymore. You can't do shit. I quit smoking cigarettes to save fucking money. Have I taken a vacation this year? No. Why? Because I can't fucking afford it. I have to be able to afford milk and bread and eggs, which are through the goddamn roof. I'm over, like, is there anybody else over this shit? Like, we're talking about going to fucking war and we're worried about all this shit. War doesn't even make us money anymore. It might make the fucking military money, but it doesn't do shit for us. Like, is there anyone else that feels that we should do something about this? Like, we have the right. We are literally backed by the Constitution to overthrow a tyrannical fucking government. But I'm 37 years old. Young people don't want to listen. Old people think I'm fucking privileged. I know I'm not the only fucking one that feels this way. We can do something about this. We have no media to trust. We have no one to go to. We have no programs because if you make too much, they can't help you. Guess what? We all make too fucking much. Just barely. Just barely too fucking much. Too much. Excuse me. If you're tired, pass this shit on. Maybe some people will fucking reply and get back. Maybe we can fucking start an organization. I don't even care if they know where we are. They're listening now, I'm sure, and I don't give a fuck. Your time's coming. We outnumber them.
It's official. It's over. The American dream is gone. Cambridge is about to pass a new zoning law. No more single-family homes can be created. Single-family zoning is gone. Their entire city will be zoned multifamily, and you'll need a variance to build a single-family home. And that's coming. It's going to keep coming. It's going to go to Cambridge. It's going to go to Somerville. It's going to go to Everett. It'll eventually come to Revere. The American dream is the single-family home. It is owning a property like that. The American dream is not renting an apartment. When you rent an apartment, you pay someone else's mortgage, you grow someone else's equity, you get somebody else rich, and if you live there for years, you leave with nothing, and they get everything.
Mucha necesidad, tengo deudas, quitar todos mis deudas, porque mucho me sacó el coyote, casi me sacó de 200,000. Por eso tengo que quitar esa deuda, tengo mucha necesidad para llegar al otro lado, para dar lo mejor a mis padres. Ellos no tienen nada y no tenemos casa, solo tenemos prestado ahí.
Well, it looked like a lot of people are not having that American dream after all. I know we never got it because they don't want us to have it, but now it is so many people impacted by what Donald Trump is doing in what, less than 2 months? Because he got inaugurated on what, January 20th? And we're not even at February 20th, and he done turned this country upside down. For real. And yeah, it's going to get worse. I just can't imagine what things are going to look like by the time we get to the end of 2025. You know, is this country still going to be here? Because I'm starting to wonder if it's even going to be here at this point. Hmm. Well, the only advice I got is the same advice you gave us when we were out here trying hard and doing all that we could. And that was pull yourself up by the bootstraps. You need to apply yourself. You know, you maybe you need to get another job. You just, you know, that's the only advice I have. So everybody in the video, pull yourself up by the bootstraps and, you know, apply yourself, work hard, do what you need to do. That's all I can say. That's the advice we have gotten for what, 400 plus years. So that's the advice I have for all of you. Know what I mean? Hmm. Yeah, y'all should not whine and complain. You're whining and you should not be whining. Hmm. Wow. And I'm finding out a lot of people can't even borrow money from family members because they're struggling too. There's whole families out here that are struggling where the adults are all struggling. So it's difficult. It's not as easy as it used to be. I guess things are changing faster than we could imagine. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, people can eat what you can afford and cut out all the little luxury, taking the kids to places and stuff. You're just gonna have to cut all that stuff out. Know what I mean? Thank you, Chief Rocka, for the super sticker. Well, you voted Donald Trump in, and Donald Trump seems to have an issue with everybody. He's just sitting there with his little pen trying to take vengeance out on everyone. And hey, it has nothing to do with us. And the bottom line is, whatever pen Donald Trump push on an executive order, just remember, MAGA, it will impact you too. It will impact you too. And I take joy in that. I take joy in knowing it will impact you too. So, again, thank you, Dark Skin Brother, for the super chat. Thank you again for the super chat for $20 and $50. Make America cry again. I need that on a red hat. And Chief Raka, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you so much. Yeah. Let's hope that Donald Trump just keep on being the gift that keeps on giving when it comes down to his people. And I'm sure he will deliver because he can't seem to stop signing those executive orders. It's almost like that is his whole life right now. Up there at the White House is just signing executive orders. Now, he said 100. It seems like he's doing 1,000. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. So, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and conclude. Thank you so much for being here. And make sure you return for 6:45, my second live, that I will be talking about the National Archives and how they are whitewashing the history. They're already doing it now and trying to take us completely out of the history and make it a MAGA happy history, which means nobody's going to be happy with that. So I will see you then. Shalom, family. Oh, did I get one more? Hold on, hold on. Somebody, Black Sand, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for your service to the community. Well, thank you for your support. Shalom, family.